If you're looking to get into tech, I want to let you know your non-tech background is not what's holding you back. Matter of fact, it's your secret weapon. I come from a non-tech background, no computer science degree. My degree is in biology. Still, I landed 7 tech roles and never cold applied to a single tech job that I got. Here's how. 2 non-tech jobs built my foundation: janitor, then social worker, and then came 7 roles in tech. Every one came from a relationship and not a cold application. The janitor job at a gym was the only role I ever got from cold applying. But mopping all day, I had audiobooks on listening to Brian Tracy, Tony Robbins, Les Brown, and over a year and a half, I built positive mindset and a habit of thinking win-win. I also talked to gym members every day, which built real social skills. That's what truly mattered. Because one day, I struck up a conversation with the guy at the gym, and he told me about a social worker role and connected me to the hiring manager. In that role, I was supporting folks with autism, helping them with their schoolwork. I learned to explain anything to anyone in that role, the skill that carried my whole career. Then I entered a coding bootcamp as a student after graduating from college. As a student, I helped other students in the cohorts behind me just to give value and think win-win, because I learned to think win-win from my self-development background in the janitor role. The staff noticed and asked me to apply to be a coding tutor. This became my first job in tech. Although it was part-time, I took it. The teaching cemented my fundamentals and also helped me be great at interviews, where I had to explain technical topics and concepts in front of hiring managers. This role, I played pickup basketball every single morning before work. One of the regulars found out I was looking for a full-time developer role because I would get into conversations with them, and he turned out to be a tech manager. He connected me to a recruiter who hooked me up with an interview at a government contractor for a developer role, which became my first full-time role in tech. A basketball game and socializing about tech interests got me the job. While working as a developer, I was posting on LinkedIn regularly. This caught the eyes of a recruiter. The recruiter set me up with an interview for a cloud engineer role. I was the least technical person in the room. No CS degree, but my presentation and explanation skills gained from the previous roles won the panel over, and I landed the role as a cloud engineer. I worked there for 2 years, and then the coding bootcamp director asked me if I was interested in being their senior instructor. I had built up positive relationships with the staff at that bootcamp while I was a student there and a teaching assistant there, so it was easy for them to trust me and offer me this opportunity. I worked there teaching Python, JavaScript, and Java, all full stack, for 3 years. Then a recruiter on LinkedIn from a different coding bootcamp recruited me away as a lead instructor because they saw some content I was posting on LinkedIn. 2 teaching jobs, 0 code applications, and technical and public speaking skills continued to level up in the process. Then every instructor got laid off. So I code applied everywhere. Nothing really landed. I got ghosted a lot. But the role I actually got, which was technical curriculum architect at AWS, came from a referral because I spent years answering questions in a developer Facebook group and helping others. I had never heard of that role before or even thought to search for it. But I learned about it after I posted that I had been laid off. Someone who recognized me as a contributor in that community shared this role with me, and I had an interview right away at AWS. A colleague whom I had a great working relationship in that role told me about a developer advocate role. She knew the manager in that team. Then I applied internally. So it was a warm apply again. And then my presentation skills and ability to show projects relevant to the role landed me that role as well. And that's what I do now. So do you see the pattern? Skills compound from places that look unrelated. Give value before you need anything, and people bring opportunities to you. And your community catches you when things go wrong. So make sure to nourish your community. 7 tech roles, and I never cold applied to a single one I got. This path never had to be linear. Hope you found value in this story. Thank you for listening. Peace.